Manga is just one of many visual mediums. The imagery of a series is just as important in making us feel the impact of each scene as the writing. And in this regard, while Kingdom does deserve to get praise for its writing as one of the most epic historical fictions out there, what it doesn't get heaps of recognition for is the literal beauty of the series. Kingdom, I'd say, is pretty underrated when it comes to solely its artistic value, as so much of what makes Kingdom Kingdom is its sharp imagery depicting a chaotic, war-torn world unlike any other that captivates its readers. The largest reason why Kingdom isn't praised as much for its art is because Hara's technical skill isn't on the level of a technical genius like Berserk's Kentaro Miura. However, art is not purely about the level of detail. Art is about impact, emotion, the power of an image to make you think and feel, to captivate the human imagination. And when it comes to purely the power of imagery, Kingdom in its best moments undeniably deserves to be up there among the best. To understand what I mean, I'm going to break down the 3 greatest strengths of Hara's imagery that makes Kingdom, dare I say, criminally underrated as a visual masterpiece. To begin with, the striking individual shots. See, Hara's most outstanding strength as an artist is in cooking up singular shots that are simply memorable as standalone iconic images. What do I mean by that? For example, one of the coolest things about Shin's growth as a general to me is that in almost any other series, an important transformation can be immediately associated with a particular image. But when readers think about the moment Shin surpassed Oki, most may think of this image where Shin cleaves Hoken in twain. But when we really think of when Shin truly surpassed Oki, almost everyone's mind should immediately go to something far more meaningful and impactful. The very first time Shin cleaved someone in twain with a single weighty swing, and for it to be with Great General Oki's glaive. This is the imagery that is burnt into our brains. This is the shot that none of us will ever forget, and it's not just because it's an epic swing, rather the brilliance is in the idea. The genius to think of a singular shot with perfect framing and symbolism for Shin to leave an Oki-esque impression that will never fade away. The crazy thing is that this isn't even my favorite cleave in Kingdom, and Hara definitely comes up with a lot of awesome cleaves. My favorite shot is one that may have been forgotten, right in the middle of the Battle of Baiyo, as Oki, who only just arrived on the front lines, immediately approaches the man whose strength knows no limits, only to utterly destroy him and cleave him with a single weighty swing that even slices his horse in two. This shot only works because it is set up by the shot prior of Oki towering over Shomo with the illusion that he is physically overwhelmingly bigger, leading to Oki's single swing producing a most satisfying moment. The only reason this shot wouldn't be as remembered as others is because it is overshadowed by the most elaborately planned out spread later in the arc. Across the heavens shining down light on Oki, and him smiling through a literal glaive in his chest creates the illusion that he is some untouchable deity, someone truly great. A beautiful depiction of the concept introduced at the beginning of Kingdom's story, a true great general of the heavens, beloved by the heavens. This is an idea even more perfectly illustrated by the climactic shot of Oki's passing at the end of the Battle of Baiyo, as Oki, finally meeting his end, has the heavens shine light on him once again, almost as if the heavens are saying he did everything he was born to do. Now see, the recurring pattern throughout Kingdom's most iconic images is that Hara is quite the talent when it comes to capturing the themes, messaging and ideas in his storylines in singular profound moments of symbolism, both visually satisfying and deeply meaningful. These shots add to the grandeur of the series, especially since it's a world of warring states. There are so many moments where I stop and think Hara could not come up with better images that capture the essence of his story so perfectly. Specifically in his framing of bold and dramatic images as previously shown, or for other examples, Shin tanking Rinpa's cleave, or Kyokai initially leaving the He-Shin unit. At the same time, we also have to appreciate Hara's other strength, which is character design. In all anime and manga, visual design is crucial to a character's identity, and since Kingdom has quite the amount of characters, it is all the more important to make all characters, no matter how minor, stand out in some way. Fortunately, Hara with his character designs has successfully fought half the battle already in making these side characters memorable. Many of his most interesting or abstract designs are saved for some of the strongest characters in the story, and yet at the same time, Hara is able to display the most menacing character type you'll ever see. Hoken in particular is quite the flex by Hara, being drawn in an almost nightmarish way that most probably wouldn't associate with Kingdom, and so Hara tends to approach each of his characters with clear themes in mind. While Hara has some variety in his designs, he isn't just drawing stuff just because. The true genius in his character designs is how individual characters fit together as a combination of elements. For instance, take the Oki army. Its great general Oki was blessed with luscious lips and a suspect personality to perfectly accompany those lips, along with being one of the greatest to grace the Middle Kingdom. But it doesn't stop there. His Lieutenant To has a glorious mustache of his own, taking up the suspect personality of his lord and also stomping his opponents, perfectly representing the effortless badassery the Oki army embodies. Conversely, compare them to the stern and physically imposing soldiers of the Gokyo unit, who have no jokes to be had at all. So every group has been cooked up by Hara to project a specific type of aesthetic, ranging from sus badasses to stick up their ass perfectionists. But within each group, every side character alone still stands out prominently. Look at Akakin. Bro stands out by being a literal antithesis of those Gokuho assholes. The final standout strength of Hara as an artist is perhaps an unexpected one: the creation of enthralling landscapes. This is one area where Kingdom might be dangerously underrated. You know why Kingdom feels as epic and thrilling as it is? A journey of a servant boy gunning for the impossible, a testament to the limitless potential of dreams. It's because of the tumultuous world brought to life through Hara's art. You can show a spread of a Kingdom landscape to someone who has never read the series and it will still invoke that sense of awe through its imagery. I mean, Shin setting his eyes on his very first battlefield during the KO campaign, Punky feasting his eyes on his soon-to-be devastated opponents during the Coalition invasion, the first time the Chin people set their eyes upon the surprisingly beautiful home of the mountains. The list can go on and on. Kingdom makes you feel like there is so much to explore and therefore so much to accomplish, especially for a dreamer like Shin. Truly marvelous to gaze upon. So ultimately, is Hara the most technically gifted? No, but his imagination and creativity is up there, and it's this imagination and creativity that breeds the most powerful imagery, being unforgettable moments, iconic character designs, or mesmerizing landscapes. Hara never goes too long without giving us a most delicious visual meal. Thus, Kingdom in its artwork carries an underrated strength that plays an integral role in enhancing the reading experience and makes Kingdom as epic as it is. Let me know how you think Kingdom's artwork goes up against the best out there in the comment section below. Does it stack up with One Piece or Berserk? Did you enjoy this video? Check out my other videos. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated on my latest videos. I appreciate you guys.